These are the top 5 foods that are ruining your liver and you need to stop eating them. Hey Wellness Warrior, I'm Dr. Zyrowski, and our liver is so important to our overall health, and we have to make sure that we're not eating foods that are damaging it. It's so common that we hear of people suffering from liver issues today, and it all starts with the food we eat. Let's go ahead and look at the top foods that are ruining your liver. I'll mention some of the details of it. I'll see if you can guess it, and then I'll reveal it. The first food over here is one that is metabolized only in the liver. And what's very interesting is it causes fat accumulation in the liver. It's often found in very inexpensive processed packaged food simply because it's very cheap. What is this? Well, it's hardly a food, but it's an ingredient that's very common, and that's fructose. You're going to find fructose in sodas. You're going to find fructose in many foods, as I mentioned. You'll even find fructose labeled as a health food in the form of something like agave nectar. So we have to watch out for that one. The next food on our list here is going to be genetically modified. It's highly sprayed in chemicals. It's often consumed in the way of protein isolates, and it causes a lot of trouble for our liver. What is this? Well, this is going to be soy, of course. It's one of the most popular crops in America. It's typically genetically modified, as I said, in highly sprayed with a lot of chemicals. It's often times that we're going to look at our food sources, our ingredients and our labels, and find there's a lot of soy in different things. You have to avoid this because it is not a good quality food to consume. Now, this next food here is pretty interesting. It has a mold toxin on it that has been shown to be very damaging towards the liver. That mold toxin is called aflatoxin. What is this food? Well, it is probably one of the most common ones that's fed to kids in the form of, well, you guessed it, peanut butter and jelly. So you got to watch out for those peanuts. If you're looking for an alternative, because a lot of people do love peanut butter, including myself, what you can eat is a type of peanut butter called Valencia peanut butter. This is a peanut butter that does not have this type of mold on it. It's grown differently. It's typically in drier conditions. Now, we also want to make sure, as I'm talking about aflatoxins, it also can be found on corn. And when we are on the topic of corn, it's important to realize that on average, people are consuming over 20 pounds of corn per year. Corn is also highly sprayed in chemicals and typically genetically modified. Let's go to our next food. This is one that you usually consume about 3 tablespoons per day. It's very high in linoleic acid. It's very oftentimes causing fatty liver in individuals. It leads to overeating and also drives inflammation in the body. Whenever you go out to a restaurant, this is what pretty much most of your food is going to be cooked or fried in. Well, this is going to be vegetable oils. Okay, we have to watch out for all these vegetable oils out there. They're very inexpensive. This is why you see it in so many different foods, and also why it's the typical and most commonly used oil for cooking. You want to use things like tallow and coconut oil and avocado oil. Use fats like butter. This is what you want to use as a healthier option, but stay away from the vegetable oils. The next on our list is a fruit. It is highly sprayed in pesticides. It is the highest sprayed fruit that exists. It's a delicious fruit. It's very nutrient dense. And in fact, there are some studies where they're actually taking this particular fruit, they were juicing it, and the juice from the fruit had the ability to actually be used as a pesticide because there was so much pesticide within the fruit itself. What is that? Well, that is strawberries. Strawberries are going to be a very delicious and healthy fruit, other than the fact that they are highly sprayed. So whenever you're consuming strawberries, you always want to go with organic every time, all the time. These are the foods to watch out for. Now, here's what we want to do too, is we want to make sure that we are supporting our liver properly. We can do this by doing a liver cleanse. Using simple ingredients like milk thistle and N-acetylcysteine and a few others, we can actually do the right things to help activate the phase 1, phase 2 detoxification in the liver, which helps the liver get the fat out, get the toxins out, and become healthier. I'll put a link in the description below to a liver cleanser that we use every single day in my clinic because it's fantastic. I'm Dr. Zyrowski. If you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up, and also don't forget to subscribe to the channel and check out this video over here next.